Breaking news shaking the semiconductor world right now. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, is making a power move that could reshape the entire artificial intelligence hardware landscape. And every single Nvidia investor needs to hear this immediately. OpenAI has officially partnered with Broadcom to develop its very own custom AI chip, and the implications of this decision are absolutely massive. This isn't a rumor. This isn't speculation. This is a strategic pivot that signals OpenAI is serious about cutting its dependency on outside hardware suppliers and taking control of its own silicon destiny. And yes, when we say outside hardware suppliers, the elephant in the room is Nvidia. Let's break down exactly what's happening here. OpenAI has been one of the most voracious consumers of Nvidia's GPU technology on the planet. Training large language models like GPT-4 and beyond requires an almost incomprehensible amount of computing power, and for years, Nvidia's H100 and A100 chips have been the gold standard, the undisputed kings of AI processing. OpenAI has reportedly spent billions securing Nvidia hardware, and that dependency has come with a very real cost, both financially and strategically. So why Broadcom? Here's where it gets interesting. Broadcom is not a newcomer to custom silicon. The company has already developed custom AI accelerators for tech giants like Google, whose tensor processing units, or TPUs, have dramatically reduced Google's reliance on Nvidia hardware. Broadcom has the engineering muscle, the manufacturing relationships, and the deep expertise in application-specific integrated circuits ASICs that OpenAI needs to bring this vision to life. This partnership is essentially OpenAI saying, "We want our own TPU moment." Custom chips designed specifically for OpenAI's workloads could be dramatically more efficient than general-purpose GPUs. Think about it this way: Nvidia's chips are extraordinarily powerful, but they're built to handle a broad range of computing tasks. A chip engineered exclusively for the specific mathematical operations that power large language models could deliver superior performance at a fraction of the energy cost and potentially a fraction of the price. For a company burning through cash at OpenAI's scale, that efficiency is not just attractive, it's existential. Now, should Nvidia investors be hitting the panic button? Let's be honest and precise here. Nvidia is not going to collapse overnight because of this announcement. Not even close. The company still dominates the AI chip market with an estimated market share hovering around 70 to 80%, and their CUDA software ecosystem remains one of the deepest competitive moats in the entire technology industry. Transitioning away from Nvidia infrastructure is not something that happens in months. It takes years of engineering work, testing, and gradual migration. But here's the uncomfortable truth that Nvidia bulls cannot ignore. OpenAI is not the first major tech company to go down this road. Apple built its own M-series chips and dramatically reduced its dependence on Intel. Google built TPUs. Amazon built Trainium and Inferentia chips through AWS. Microsoft is developing its own Maya AI chip. The trend is undeniable and accelerating. The biggest technology companies in the world are racing toward custom silicon independence, and Nvidia sits squarely in the crosshairs of that movement. Every major customer that successfully builds an in-house alternative is a customer spending fewer dollars in Nvidia's direction. And when your biggest, most high-profile customer, a company synonymous with the AI revolution itself, announces it's building its own chip, the market has to take notice. Nvidia's growth story depends on insatiable AI demand continuing to flow directly to their hardware, and OpenAI's move introduces a very real long-term question mark over just how long that pipeline stays wide open. The AI hardware war has officially entered a new and dangerous chapter, and the winner of that war might not be the company that started with the biggest lead.